Hey y'all, Steve O'Creep checking in with you. Reporting live from East Liverpool at 2 in the morning. And uh, I wanted to have a discussion about this new album, Love and Death. And essentially, it is. I have the phone pulled up just to get all the names of the tracks, and um, it's my longest album. It'll probably be my longest album for my career. I don't see myself doing 22 songs all the time. Uh, this was just at a period in my life where I had a ton of shit going on and it had to be talked about. So, um, I hope y'all fuck with it. I hope y'all enjoy the snippets and are just as excited as I am to finally have this thing released after I think a year and a half it's been finished. But the album opens with the song called Flaws, and it's got kind of a bleak overlook of not just Ohio, but my county in particular, my hometown, and it's accompanied by a bunch of different voice clips from 85 Sick to Charles Manson. Shout out to Lilith Moore's, one of her vocal samples is woven into the track as well. And it just dictates conflicted feelings, panic, uncertainty, and I think it's a solid start production-wise to what the album wants to say. The following track is titled Shawnees, and it is a song I wrote for my wife. I've never written a song for a girl. I've never written a song for a woman that I put out professionally or even like made privately. But to say that I owe her my life is just like an understatement. She saved me from being just another Ohioan cliche of a man, just fucking drug addicted scumbag that I was, and really helped me see my worth and make quality of life improvements to myself. And I owe her my mortal flesh and spirit, and I just, I had to put that in a song and have it live forever, you know what I mean? That is followed by one of the singles that's been released, Big Boy Drugs No Zans, featuring my brother 85 Sick. If you're in the know, you know, me and Casey Zans, Casey himself, had a little falling out, and he got really big and bad with his keyboard warrior shit, but unfortunately for him, I'm really outside. I'll really do whatever the fuck I need to do. And he got drugged for that. He got talked shit on. It's still fuck him. I wouldn't piss on his ashes. But yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. It's a blood feud. I'll die about that beef. And, it's just funny as fuck because I tagged him in this and he hasn't responded yet. But fuck him. That's followed by track 4, which is What If It's Me, and it's one of those interlude style ballad type songs. It really makes it's for people who look at themselves in the mirror and have a hard time seeing past that thought process. Like, what if it is me? What if everything is wrong with me? What if it's my fault? Because that's something I struggle with pretty much daily. Is that thought is like, damn, fucking, am I good enough? Track 5, Pills on Her Tongue. This is your classic. I mean, think like early 2000s, 2010s, trap house music, just the druggy song, bro. Just fucking put this shit on when you're riding around faded or on the way to a party, at a party. Just that type of vibe. Track 6, this will be another single. It's called Twin Folk. Now, this one actually has kind of an interesting story. This song originally was called Kinfolk, but At the time, I was still drinking. I was still consuming alcohol. I'm almost a year sober from alcohol, but at the time, I was still drinking pretty heavy. And up in Kent, Ohio, I had this local gas station I went to, and there was this old head, this black dude that I fucked with heavy. Like, he was always cool to me. He was always like cutting me deals and shit. And I walked in, it was like 1:30 in the morning, and I was already faded. And I went to say, "What's up, kinfolk," and "What's up, twin," at the same time. And it came out twinfolk. And he kind of looked at me a little puzzled for a minute. And then verbatim, he's like, "Yeah, nigga, we can do that." And I was like, so I was like, we dapped it up. And I started, like, I texted Eddie 5-6. I was like, "Bro, I think I just made up a word." And I've been calling people twinfolk. That shit, it's what it means. It's kinfolk or twin. It's just put together. So someone that you consider close as fuck. But it's definitely one of my best hooks I've made for a song in my career. So I'm excited for y'all to hear that one. Track 7, Ohioan Confessional, "It's Not Your Fault." This is a genre blend song, kind of like a cloud rap Joji style approach to just talking about myself and people like me, and just a message to all the Rust Belt in the Midwest. Like, you know, you're a victim of circumstance. You know what I mean? It's not your fault that our area is like this, and just stay on that gutter shit. You know what I'm saying? Track 8 is one of the title tracks of the album. One of the 3, actually. It's Love. And I tried to, like, I enjoy singing. I don't think that I'm great at it. I don't think that I'm, like, a really good vocalist. But I enjoy doing it. I like to sing. So it's another, like, Don Tolliver, Joji attempt from me that you may or may not fuck with. And, you know, that's alright. I still love you. Track 9, this is a single that's already out as well. It's Crossing Over, featuring my brother Smokey the Bear. I met Smokey at a birthday party show that I was booked on. Shout out to Uriah from Akron. And we kind of just hit it off instantly. I respected him a lot. I really liked his music, and I just, you know, made it a point. I was like, "Bro, can I send you a beat? You know, can I get a feature for a beat?" Like, basically, we just started talking all the time. And fast forward to today, he's a part of our label Odd Eagles officially. He's about to release Sometime Monster, which is an album that I executive produced for him. I'm really, really happy with the way it came out. He loved the beats, and, you know, just, yeah, he's someone that's like, we're the same person. We're the same soul in 2 different bodies. Like, that's my dog. I fuck with him the long way. But yeah, Crossing Over, you've heard it. It's just like a really piano heavy, twangy, dark, fucking underground trap song, and I think Smokey killed that shit on the features. So track 10 is titled Outside, and it's like a summertime banger, you know what I mean? Fucking the hook goes something along the lines of outside, we sit under moonlight, hit the corner store, 40 ounces, get my mood right, we was really outside, shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, obviously with some more oomph than I just gave you, but yeah, it's definitely a vibey track. Track 11 is titled Dear God, and you know, I don't know how many people know this about me, or not. New fans, maybe not. Old fans, I don't know. But I grew up in church, and I've kind of held my relationship with God pretty close. I'm very terrible at following the rules that He has set in, like, the Christian faith and all that. But I've always held prayer and discussions with God very near and dear to my heart and my practice as a person. Fun fact, it is set in the same key and BPM as Kendrick Lamar's God. I'll do that from time to time. When I really like a song, I'll get the key and the BPM of that song, and then I'll make my own song in that same key and BPM, and they sound nothing alike usually, but it's just my way of like, wow, I really want to capture this rhythmic, this vibe. I want to capture this moment in music and see what I can do with it. Track 12 is Regret. That's pretty self-explanatory. It's basically, I think it's a twist on things that it's not a sad, it's not like a sob story. It's regrets that are both personal, regrets that are driven by anger or immense sadness, things of that nature. Track 13 is Creep Talk, and this is like for my longtime fans that fuck with my just like dark vibe, and the production on this album I'm really proud of because I feel personally, I mean this is all up to y'all, you know what I mean, but I feel that in 22 tracks, I've really kept each song fresh and given each track its own identity and own vibe and feeling, and whether that's credited to a feature or a sound or a note or a synth or an 808, it's, you know, I really did pour my heart and soul into this one for you guys, and I'm really excited to share it with you. Track 14, this is going to be another single just because this is probably, I think this might be in my top three, if not my favorite song off the album. Track 14 is Blood on My Fubu's featuring Doc Gruesome and 85 Sig. I've been a Doc Gruesome fan for quite some time. I can't remember exactly how I found him as an artist. I'm pretty sure he was in my recommended at some point or another. And I checked him out. I was like, damn, this is fucking lit. And I added him on Facebook. And his mask was really fucking dope. Like, shit was hard. I messaged him like, hey, nigga, where'd you get this mask at, bro? Like, and he hooked me up with Ron Sanville, which made this one, made my previous one. Excellent work by Ron. I love that guy. And yeah, I vibe with Doc too. You know, Doc Gruesome, just a good dude. Great music. All his new shit's hard. Go check him out. And my brother 85 Sick is also on this one. I don't like to oversaturate the albums with too many features from like inside the label, but at the same time, when I know a song is speaking to me in that way, like, hey, this needs 85, or this needs Smokey, or this needs Odd Nod, or whatever, you know, it's very apparent. And this sounds like just a trapped out Bible verse spit by three angry motherfuckers, bro. There's some Blood on My Fubu's is personal statement as well as actual events. I've had Blood on My Fubu's a couple of times, but track 15. This is another. If you like Wiccan Orgy and Suicidal Thoughts by me, you'll fuck with track 15. It's called Sext Me, and it's featuring Bea Creep and DJ Kitty. DJ Kitty of Slice Girls, of course. We absolutely love getting to see Team She and Razakel and DJ Kitty, me and the wife. You know, we're huge fans and friends of these people, and I've wanted to work with her for some time, so I'm glad it got to happen on a track that kind of spun itself on its head. Me and Bea Creek kind of spit the first two verses on some horny jail shit, and then right at the end, when you think it's just another like song about fucking, DJ Kitty really turns it into a fucking investigation discovery track. It's really good. I think y'all fuck with that one. Track 16, Please Forgive Me, Clark. And it's a song interlude type deal about my grandfather. His name was Clark, and that's my middle name. And he was he's the reason I lift weights. I was lifting weights with him in his basement at age 12. He was more of a father figure to me than he was a grandparent. And I really have a hard time feeling good about myself as a man and some of the shit that I've done, because when he was around, it was just like there was a demand, not of greatness, but like a standard. You know what I mean? You had to be some type of way in a positive manner around him. Like it I wish everybody I talked to could have met my grandfather. You would have loved that guy, man. He fucking so that interlude is just like, you know, I don't know if I even deserve your name type shit, but I love you and I miss you and I'm sorry, that type of deal. Track 17, The Immeasurable Weight of Loss. I'm really trying to. It's very difficult for me to not be sad or not write about sad shit. But The Immeasurable Weight of Loss touches on all kind of shit in a more aggressive manner than it is sad. Because, you know, a lot of nights in the past year, told myself, you know, fuck, hey man, just quit all that fussing. No more crying today. No more, you know, just you gotta fucking keep it pushing, bro. We gotta figure something the fuck out. Whether that's get angry or at the time of writing this shit, it was a lot of drinking. But you know, again, it's been almost a year since I've touched alcohol, so definitely a song that lives in that panicked space. I've always had pride in myself for just being honest with this music shit. This is, you know, it's me and a microphone in a dark room. And I'm gonna get honest and touchy feely sometimes, and it fucking is what it is. Track 18, Dark is the Day He Died. This song is very much about my brother Caleb, and I have a really good core memory with this one. My security guard that works with me through shows, and my brother D Sav, you know, free to homie. He's locked up currently, but I played him this song, and it starts with the hook. And Caleb was a soldier, my brother. He was a fucking die-hard gangster for real. And I've written songs about him that were low-toned and sad and depressing, and you know, I really wanted to make one with a soldier's tone to it in his memory. So the hook starts, you know, I got liquor swirling in my cup, dark as the day he died. And as soon as that got said, my, you know, D Sav, he pauses the song. He's like, nigga, this song is speaking to me in a real way, because the day my father died, I was pouring up Henny Black and just sipping all day to myself. So like, that was really cool to, in real time, I get messages in DMs from people that, you know, tell me, hey, I fuck with this for this reason and that, but to have it happen in real time in front of me was really special, and I appreciated that I was connecting with someone close to me over a topic or a statement or a way of saying something. Track 19, 31 Winners featuring Odd Knot. 31 Winners, again, at the time, this was a year and a half, 2 years ago. I was 31 years old, freshly 32, I believe, and it's a very like bright boom bap beat that I did, and different flow that I'm used to, kind of a stamp on matter of fact shit, talking about life at the moment and how I got through that, and then the beat switch at the end. You know, when I get these weird ethereal synths on a song, I always think of my brother Odd Knot, because that motherfucker is Earl Sweatshirt mixed with Sublime mixed with Knocked Loose. Like, there's not a fucking vibe that Knot can't touch, bro. It's just, he's that nigga. So, I sent it to him and he fucking delivered. I mean, he carries you. I'm on that shit. I'm talking my shit, and then it switches up right into this smooth, hazy, almost drug-fueled transition into an outro, and he killed that, bro. I'm excited for y'all to hear that. Track 20 is Section Hate, H8. And I don't know about you, I've lived in a lot of projects or government housing coming up. Um, the ones in my hometown, LaBelle Heights Manor, out in Kent, Silver Meadows, down in Florida, Larghetto they called it, out in Largo. I liked Largo if we're being for real, but uh, basically it's just a hood nigga fuckboy song and taking place in the projects. Section 8 housing, you know, how cameras don't work right and doors don't lock, and it's baby mama central. And, you know, in this particular song, there's a lot of shit that may or may not have happened. I'm not going to confirm or deny shit. But yeah, if you bump this shit when you're feeling spiteful, when you're fucking someone's baby mother that you don't like. Track 21, Death Part 1, featuring Odd Knot. Again, I made this song. It's got some very cloud trap feel to it. I kind of approached it again with different vocals that I like doing. I like to take myself out of my comfort zone because there's enough people that say they like to hear me sing. So I just do it. Because if there's three of y'all that like to hear me sing and there's 1,000 of y'all telling me shut the fuck up, those three people still exist, nigga. So you don't have to fucking cover your ears or something. I don't know. But Odd Knot came through and capitalized on this fucking just this his tone, man. If y'all haven't listened to Odd Knot, go listen to his EP that he has out, Death in the Summer. And man, I'm telling you, it's something about the way he sings. His low harmonic tone. It's just like his voice is always moving in this. It's just good. It's good. He killed that shit. And the outro track, Death Part 2, track 22. Anybody who knows me personally knows that I love Jason Molina, of music of the same name, Songs Ohio, and the Magnolia Electric Company. He is deceased, but he is one of my, I think he might be my favorite Ohioan lyricist of all time. I always tell people, you know, I think he really understood sadness, and not everyone does. I think that's why he was so, you know, he drank himself to death. Alcohol complications. He passed away, I believe, in his 40s. But I mean, there's not. I can listen to his music all day long, and I really wanted to capture that because if you listen to any of the music, it's usually, especially like the Songs Ohio shit, it's him in a room, a big room just like this, playing an acoustic guitar and singing his heart out. And that's what I did for this outro. I went to Odd Knot's apartment and I grabbed his guitar and I sat there and figured out what I wanted to loop and played it and got on there and sang and had a discussion with 85 over the phone that we captured some parts of about death and, you know, are we dead? Are we even living really? You know what I mean? Fucking not to get too deep or philosophical or spiritual or whatever, but it was a labor of love, the entire album. You know, love is the cousin of hate, death is the sister of murder. You know, it's all there. It's all just the 22 tracks of me being honest, open, and trying with y'all. That's what this is. I just want to say much love and thank you to everyone who was a part of this album. You really, really held that shit together. You were the glue. Thank you to everyone watching this. Thank you to my fans. Thank you for the messages I get that, you know, it's almost like you guys can sense it in the back of your minds. Like he's thinking about giving up or something. Like, I don't get a billion messages a day, but when I do get messages from you guys, it's really some encouraging shit. Whether it's, hey, I love what you do, or I hope you've been well, or thank you for putting yourself out there, stuff like that. You know what I mean? I love you all to death, and I would not trade this for the world. This career choice, this decision to create, and I'll keep providing for y'all for as long as I'm around. I cannot wait to share the album art and release date with you for Love and Death. But in the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed this little behind the scenes and the snippets in the background of the video. I promise I'll give you more information soon. Until then, much love, keep it creepy. I'll see you on the next one.